Hello and welcome to the Queen of Skeins. My name is Brandy. If you're new here, we're so glad to have you. If you've been here before, then welcome back. Today I wanted to try something a little bit different. I have been suffering from a little cast-on-itis lately, I guess. And I just figured, why not? I've got the yarn. I certainly have no reason to not cast on, right? It's part of my deal with myself was that now that I have all the yarn for the projects that I intended to make, I wouldn't buy any more yarn for 90 days. So I figure as a compromise to myself, I'll allow myself to cast on with yarn I already have anytime I feel like it. Anyway, so I was watching YouTube yesterday and an old project popped up that I've had my eye on for a long time. I actually did cast this project on back in the day, and then probably just never got around to actually doing it. But I decided I wanted to do it now. And so while I was getting inspired for yarn and what have you, I decided to go on YouTube and search up other people that have made this item or were currently working on it, or so on and so forth. So I got to thinking about it, and I thought it might be fun to actually make a vlog of me creating this item from the beginning until the very end. I've never done that. You see me working on whatever project at any given time. But I thought it'd be really neat to literally have a series showing the process from the very first stitch cast on all the way to bind off. And obviously this would be done in sessions because no one wants to watch me knit for 20 straight hours. And I actually don't want to knit for 20 straight hours. I enjoy sleeping. But I thought it'd be fun just to put up in 1 hour increments as a slow knit along with me, craft along with me for those that are working on the project I'm working on. I always find it fun. I love to watch videos of people working on what I'm working on, or showing off their finished object that I'm currently working on. But you don't have to be working on what I'm working on. We're going to keep with the overhead because I got a lot of feedback from you guys saying you really appreciated this style of video. It gives you a good clear view of what I'm knitting on, what I'm doing with my hands, as well as a pretty good view of what's going on with the foster kittens and the resident cats. So we're just going to stick with it. I don't intend to have commentary through the entire hour. I figure I'll just pop in and voice over here and there as the mood strikes me, and we'll just keep it with some music in the background. So, as you can see from the title, today we are going to cast on the Musselburgh. Now, you're going to see these little kittens. Boy, they really gave me a run for my money here, guys. But you know what? I hope this is an encouragement to those of you that maybe have not done the Musselburgh because you're worried about the pinhole cast on. Now I'm using the crochet started method. Nitty Natty has a really nice video of a crochet pinhole cast on for Musselburgh, and that's what I follow. But you can do your pinhole cast on however you like. Like I said, Ysolda Teague, the creator of this pattern, has some videos up on her channel. There are a plethora of other videos, so if there was anything in this pattern that was not, just simple, it would be this cast on. And I think it kind of puts people off. But if I can do it with 7 kittens wrestling and grabbing my yarn and fighting on my lap and being distracting in every way and all the things, I really feel like you guys can do it too. So let this, what you're about to see here, be an encouragement to you that if I can make it through the pinhole cast on, you can too. It's not that hard. And to know that it is the hardest part of the whole pattern, there you go. Because after this, it's very simple. If you haven't seen this pattern, go on and look up some other people's. Of course, I will be placing the link to the pattern down below in my description box, as I always do for you guys. But I'm going to tell you, this pattern is extremely simple, but extremely brilliant. And I will also say that I am one that if I look at a pattern and I can just see how I'm going to construct it, I will literally just do that and just, not always. I don't need a pattern for every single project. I appreciate that there are patterns for every single project, because when I was new, that was certainly not the case, and I needed every bit of instruction I can get. Now, when I first saw this hat, I thought, well, you know what? I think I can figure that out myself. I don't think I would need the pattern to do that. But as I watched people's videos and got an idea of how amazingly well this pattern was written, there is no way that I would not pay for this pattern every time, over and over again. This pattern is amazing, guys. She has written this pattern in such a way that you can make a Musselburgh hat for anyone from a baby to an XXL large adult size with any weight of yarn that you want to make it with. All of the measurements, stitch counts, everything is there in the pattern, and you don't even have to gauge swatch. The way that you size your pattern is you cast on according to her directions, and you knit. You start knitting some increases for a certain amount of time, and then you're going to just start measuring those increases, and based on whatever stitch count you have after a particular amount of time determines how many stitches total you're going to need to increase to, and all the measurements that you're going to follow throughout the pattern. And that's wonderful because, even just using a fingering weight yarn, there are times where I might have 28 stitches or I might have 36 stitches, because every fingering yarn is just a little bit different, and depending on how I'm feeling, what needles I'm using, how I'm knitting, so on and so forth, my tension may change. So it's really neat to just be able to pick up this pattern, start it the same way every time, get a little bit in, measure what you've got, and then look at her chart and start seeing all the math already done for you for, you know, your circumference, your length, your stitch count, your row count, what size you're trying to go for. It's all plugged in for you. It's amazing, amazing pattern. So don't shy away from the pattern. So yeah, I am at the fiddly part, you know, the fiddly part, the beginning. That's the part that's fiddly. You have two choices here. You can either start your project on double pointed needles, or you can start your project on magic loop, and then you can continue using magic loop for the entire project if that's your preference. It's not mine. I use magic loop until I get to my desired number of stitches, and I'm going to start just knitting straight, and then I'm going to switch over to a 12-inch. So you can go to a 12 or a 16, whatever you like, or your circular needles if you want. Or I guess you could just knit the whole thing on double point if you like that. So it's a nice little pattern, and it's really great because in the pattern itself, she even recognizes that different people like different types of needles, and she tells you where to place your markers, whether you're using double point, magic loop, circular, what have you. So she thought of it all, guys. Anyway, I am just going to let you guys get cozy, get comfy. The kittens are putting on quite a bit of show for us today, so I'll pop in and out throughout the video, but thank you for stopping by with us today. Comment down below and let me know if you like this idea, and if there are any other projects you'd like to see me do next. I know this will get us through a little ways. I don't know how long it's going to take me to make this hat. If I was guessing, I'd say, I don't know, 20 hours. So that'd get us through a little ways. But I think I'll start off with some, I think projects that use about a skein of yarn would be good projects for this type of video. That way we're not going into hundreds of videos on one project, right? Alright guys, enjoy, and I will pop back in with you guys here in a bit. It did just occur to me that I didn't even tell you guys what yarn I was using. I'll pop some pictures up above so you can see what the skein looked like before and after winding, but it was just the Hobby Lobby, their fingering weight hand dyed yarn that they have. I'll put the colorway name up on the screen as well, that way you guys can see all the info there. watching this video back now, I do see that Elvis's claw is stuck in my blanket, but rest assured, all damage has been corrected with a little wiggle and stretch. I'm not all that concerned about it. I don't make anything that's so precious that kitty cats can't be around it. And if I do find that I feel that it is more towards that precious end of things, it's something that stays put up and only brought out when I'm leaving the house. So I just know that there were people that were probably having arrhythmias seeing his claw. I kind of admit I was like, wow, how did I not notice that? That's looking pretty bad. But it wasn't bad at all. It's all okay, guys. getting a little message here from the people that are adopting Elvis. So I have to take a quick little break. They want to know what kind of food and treats he likes, so I was just getting that information for them so that they can have all of their supplies. The kitty cats all got fixed last week and they're all recovering well. They're pretty much ready to go. We're just waiting for them to get put in the system. They don't put them in until, as far as on the adoption website, they don't list them on until they've had all of their checkups and surgeries and are vaccinated and ready to go. So we're just waiting on them to get officially added to the site, and Elvis is already pre-adopted. He was chosen early. So Elvis is the little gray fuzzy guy. So he's not going to be with us much longer, and we're going to miss him terribly because he is my little fuzzy teddy bear baby. He's just so precious. They're all so precious though. This is the part that gets really hard as they start leaving me. I wish I could be infinitely wealthy with an infinite amount of space. And I could just have a whole little land of all these kitty cats because I love them so much. And it's ridiculous how much I worry about them when they leave me. I'm already worried about Elvis. I know the home that he's going to is spectacular. He's a lucky kitty. He's got some really great people adopting him. But I just think, oh, is he going to be sad because he misses his siblings? Is he going to know that I love him? I hope he doesn't think I didn't want him and just threw him away or something. I hate it. I hate this part, guys. This is the hard part of fostering. Anyways, kitty cat business gets attended to here. He does love his kitten temptation treats. So, sorry about this. Thank you for your patience. Knitting will resume in just a moment. Kitty cat shenanigans will ensue through the entire video. And I think it's about time for me to crisscross applesauce here because my legs are falling asleep. So I've got to disrupt all these babies and try to get my legs straightened out. I should never sit like that. I don't know why I do it. I think Sonny's living his absolute best life here, just under the blanket with just his head popped out on my lap. These guys are something else, I'll tell you what. Makes it very hard to stay on task. And you're just seeing how precious everybody is. And little Hank, he's just back here on his own. He gets hot. He'll come into the group from time to time, but I think he gets hot and he makes his way out of the pile every once in a while to cool off, I guess. Look at Sonny. He's really interested in what's going on. All things said, these kittens are actually pretty good with the yarn. If you notice, especially starting out, they were really going mad about it. I just pick them up. Usually I don't have to pick them up and move them more than a few times. As a matter of fact, what you will definitely notice if you go back and look, one will start attacking the yarn and I'll pick it up and I'll move it and it will not come back. It will get entertained with something else. But it's a constant thing because once I move the first one, then the second one comes and then the third. So I have like a little assembly line going. But they're certainly not the worst group of fosters I've had with yarn. I've had some that were really, really, really not about to let you ever touch your yarn without a fight. So these ones are pretty good. I just redirect their attention, and sometimes I have to redirect their attention a couple times, but then they calm down. Hey, let's be nice. We got wrestling going on. Oh boy. as well. As we can see in this last hour, I have made a little bit of progress. It doesn't look like it's a lot, but you know, the starting's the slow part. I've got these increases going. I'm going to go on and end this session. That way, I don't want the videos to be more than around that hour mark. So we'll go on and get this one up for today, and you guys can expect to see session 2 up tomorrow. And we'll just continue on in this fashion until we have a completed Musselburgh hat. So, like I said, go on and comment down below. Let me know if you like this idea, if you have any projects you'd like to see me work on after this one's done in the same style. Give the video a thumbs up if you don't mind, and if you're not subscribed, go on and give us a subscribe. We're not monetized, but if we ever get monetized, that money will be used to help fund all of these little foster babies. So we always appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out with us. I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of their day, and that you'll stop back by tomorrow and see how far we get. I'm obviously going to continue on, but I don't want you to suffer on the first day. We have fun people hot rodding outside. Anyways, you guys take care, and I will see you later. Bye.